Hello, guys. Good morning. Welcome to your last session of the program. Today, we're going to practice with some reading skills. The most important, I'm going to give you like some recommendations, some pieces of advice, which I consider necessary for you to face these kind of exercises. So we start with this. Well, we have already seen this slide before. We're going to number 2, which says reading strategies, skimming, and scanning. We're going to work with them together because they are cooperative skills. So before I read this part, I want to give you some, as I mentioned to you before, a piece of advice. And I'm going to say it in Spanish. Chicos, siempre que se encuentren ante un texto o ante una comprensión de lectura, lo primero que tienen que hacer es quitarse el miedo. Normalmente los textos que van a trabajar de aquí en adelante van a ser textos académicos, entonces hay mucho vocabulario que nosotros no conocemos, ¿no? Pero realmente el examen no te va a preguntar o no te va a decir, más bien no te va a hacer preguntas de conocimientos generales, simplemente está viendo que también lees. Entonces, va a haber algunas palabras que aunque tú no las entiendas, vas a poder contestar el ejercicio, ¿vale? Entonces aquí yo te pido mucha confianza en tu proceso de lectura, son politécnicos, son muy buenos leyendo, son muy buenos comprendiendo y con este par de habilidades que vamos a trabajar el día de hoy, pues yo creo que van a tener éxito, ¿sale? Entonces vamos a leer así rapidísimo cuáles son las habilidades. Les puse ahí en negritas la información más importante. No quise poner todo el texto en negritas, pero creo que sí, los puntos más importantes están ahí, ¿no? Entonces dice, the reading skills of skimming and scanning are very important when you need to read quickly for information. There's a reason the majority of exams are timed, no? So skimming means reading quickly for general meaning. You skim reading material to find out about the topic, the main ideas, the organization of the passage. 3 things, okay? So you just look for the text in a general way. Scanning means knowing what information you need to find before you read. Then your eyes move quickly to find that particular information. In fact, the scanning comes from from this device that we use to scan papers. No, you make like a general revision of what the paper is. You scan when you're looking for a fact, a detail, or a particular word. So we can say that skimming general, scanning specific. Okay, the reading skills of skimming and scanning will be very useful to you in the reading comprehension section in any test. All the reading tests can be answered with these abilities. Most of exams are timed reading situations. Reading quickly for meaning is extremely important in order to finish the test and to answer the questions correctly. So this is the theory, but I think that we will not get anything with the theory. I think that we need to get it with the practice. So let's practice. Skimming for general information. Te recomiendo que saques tu celular, por favor, para que saques algunas fotografías. Te doy 10 segundos. Listo. Entonces dice, exercise 1. Skim the passage in 30 seconds. Do not spend more than this amount of time on your first reading of the passage. Then read each question and circle the correct answer. Pedí que sacaras tu celular para que puedas, porque te voy a poner ahorita el reading, pero después voy a cambiar de diapositiva y vas a necesitar ese reading para poder hacer tu proceso de skim. Entonces, te voy a dejar proyectadas las preguntas por el tiempo que me están pidiendo y después las contestamos, ¿vale? Entonces, vamos a checar 30 segundos. Chronometer, I got it here. Take your screenshot. Te voy a dar 35 para que 5 segundos del screenshot, ¿ok? So, here we go. Read. Okay, that's it. We go with the questions. These are the questions. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. Okay, thumbs up. So the first question is, this passage is about a person, a place, an animal, or a time. If you chose letter C, it's the correct answer because it's an animal. Number 2, this passage discusses a problem, a solution, an opinion, or a policy. If you chose letter A, it's correct. It's a problem. The author of this passage expresses love, concern, joy, or anger. If you chose letter B, it's concern, and you're correct. Okay. I recommend you to keep your screenshot open because the following exercise has to do exactly with the same activity. Scanning for details. Exercise 2. Allow yourself 1 minute to do this exercise. Read the questions below about the passage in exercise 1A. We still are talking about the puma. Then, using the related word symbol print below, quickly scan the passage to find the answer to each question. Circle the answer when you find it in the passage. Okay, so we go into the next part. 1 minute, okay? There you go. Ten more seconds. Okay, that's it. So the cougar is known by how many other names? If you said 3, it's correct. We know them as puma, panther, or mountain lion. In what part of the world does the cougar live? If your answer is the Western Hemisphere, it's a correct answer. Number 3, at what point in time did the cougar face extinction? If your answer is in the early 20th century, it's also correct. Number 4, what country has measures to protect the cougar? By the text, we understand that the USA or the United States is the country which is concerned about this animal. ¿Qué tal? Let's go. Let's continue with the next one. More skimming. Exercise 3. Skim this passage in 45 seconds. Do not spend more than this amount of time on your first reading of the passage. Then read each question and circle the correct answer. Again, I strongly recommend you to take your phone out to make a screenshot. Okay, I'm going to give you 50 seconds for you to take the screenshot. Need to restart my chronometer. And here we go. 45 seconds, go. Okay, we got it. Now we go and we check the exercise. I'm going to give you 20 more seconds. There you go. Okay, time's up. So we go and we check. This passage is mainly about, if you chose Letter A, it's correct. A process of marine life. We're talking about like these little animals that feed from the bigger fish. The habitat described in this passage is, if you chose letter C, the ocean, it's correct. It's a natural habitat. Then we go to number 3. The cleaning symbiosis discussed in this passage is, if you chose letter D, beneficial, it's the correct answer because it's beneficial for both the big fish and the small wrasse. Well, wrasse, una rémora, un pescadito, no? Okay, we go to the following exercise. More scanning. Exercise 4. Allow yourself 2 minutes to do this exercise. Read the questions below about the passage in exercise 1C. Then, using the related word symbol print below, scan the passage to answer each question. Circle the answer when you find it in the passage. For this, I am going to give you 2 minutes. I have 5 questions for you, so that means that I'm going to have 2 minutes for you. Time's running out. Go. Ten seconds. Okay, there we are. So we stop it there and we're going to answer the exercise. So what 2 types of marine life are involved in cleaning symbiosis? Shrimp and fish is the correct answer. What 2 jobs are accomplished in this activity? Picking off parasites and cleaning injured areas. Number 3, what type of fish are cleaners? Small fish or the wrasses, las remoritas. Number 4, how are fish that are as cleaners especially equipped to do this job? They have long snouts, twister-like teeth, and bright coloration. What protects these fish from being eaten by other fish? Their bright color. We know that in nature, every animal that is very colorful, it's not a very good idea to be close to it. Good. Well, so these were some little exercises of what skimming and scanning is. Something that I have to take into account, that you have to take into account, is that these are preparation TOEFL questions. It means that the level increases. Obviously, the test or the exercises that you're going to do throughout this mini course are going to be according to your level. But I wanted to show you that you can answer some questions, even though they are tough questions. Okay? Well, fue un placer haber trabajado con ustedes, chicos. Es un mini curso, pero realmente espero que les haya servido mucho el trabajo que hicimos aquí. Vimos las parts of speech que son esenciales para poder identificar dentro de un texto y vimos 2 únicamente, ¿no? 2 habilidades de lectura, estrategias de lectura, perdón, que nos pueden ayudar en cualquier tipo de situación. Mi nombre es Daniel, estoy a sus órdenes. Trabajo ahí en la Nacional de Medicina, soy el coordinador de inglés del CELEX, de los cursos extracurriculares. Algunos de ustedes me conocen por la semana de inducción y si les costó mucho trabajo, creo que es muy buen momento para que también se vayan acercando ahí pues a estudiar con nosotros, ¿no? Los profes que tenemos ahí son diferentes, son muy a mi estilo, de hecho yo los contrato, entonces busco profesores que tengan como que el mismo perfil, que sean dinámicos, que sean que tengan muy buen nivel de inglés, ¿no? Que sean muy empáticos también con la situación. Entonces, sería muy bueno que se dieran una vuelta y que los conozcan también. Bueno, muchas gracias. Estamos en contacto y sobre todo para esta parte de evaluación. Te recomiendo mucho que, pues, yo sé que se pueden andar pasando las respuestas y todo, pero ¿para qué? ¿No? Es una cuestión personal. Gracias, chicos. Gracias, doctores. Estamos en contacto.